and spirit. And both of those things go round. So William Redgrave from Devon, London, he came back in 1769 and financed the building of this hotel. And it was the more elegant industrial. City Bank was really our principal bank, and it was here since 1786. So this is our principal bank until one disaster happened one day in 1801. Samuel Milford was then the principal bank owner or partner. He was a very big man in Exeter. His family.
With my grandchildren in Australia, we search for falling clothes and then I make them, you know, 3 in a one.
I just got them. I can see
Are you
them.
lucky?
Yeah, very. I am actually. I'm very lucky.
But this is the gatehouse to the gardens on the Bishop Palace. I can't remember which day of the week that is, but it is actually only half the size. The central tower you see there is the oldest bit of the building, and that was built in the 1200s. And there was a section that matched that side on the other side. It's now being knocked down. From most of the time, you can see our sadly, a lot of additions have been made. This is Victoria. At the beginning of the 20th century, hasn't changed at all. South Street down here, that has been and all of this belonged to the Cathedral. Down, if you walk straight on down, just tuck in a minute, you'll come to the river. So all the barrels of wine and beer used to be put into carts and brought straight up to the river to be stored. People came from all over the world to be part of the woolen cloth industry. One of those people was Johann Baring. He came here in 1770 at the age of 20, and he came here from Germany. His parents were he was knighted and became a member of Parliament, and the whole family flourished very well. And they actually were in Exeter. And this is their mark.
Part of the old Roman city wall of Exeter.
It's been added to and damaged and repaired and all sorts of things. And as I said, there are 73% of it is still in existence. But I've stopped here because it's quite a good place where the meeting house was, the south gate. Then walk up here. So we're walking up here to Southernhill, and that's this piece of greenery here. And we're going to be going inside back into that way. That's going to be merchants and other dignitaries in Exeter to supply money to fund the building of our
Now in Southern Hay, hay, as there's lots of hays in Exeter, so the hay part of Princess Hay or Southern Hay means open space. It's a Roman word.
Exeter was very, very wealthy and important. The wool and cloth trade, although was in decline, was still bringing in some money. All the merchants and the bankers were coming here. Exeter was attracting lots of military men as well, so they needed bigger houses. Now a hotel, and that was built and occupied for a chap called William Kirkpatrick, and it was with its evergreen, and became very popular. Queen Victoria apparently has a whole host of them in Osborne House on the Isle of Wight. You'll see lots of specimens in Kew Gardens and lots of important places, and we've got over a dozen here in Exeter. Now, when Thomas Luckham came to middle age, he decided he wanted his coffin to be made of one of the original oaks that he had grown. So when he was in his 50s and 60s, he cut it down, made it into plank, and stored it. But unfortunately, it was stolen. When the First World War came, he decided because he was 51 years of age, they wouldn't let him in. So, thinking I'm not going to be prepared, he trained to be a volunteer stretcher bearer.
Not really part of the Redcoat tour, but as we're on the tour, Val couldn't help but point out Tozer's, where Nicole Barton worked when she was in Exeter.
It all out, and as I say, absolutely devastated city. Right, we've got one last stop out of this hay, and then this shows you the modern face of elegant Exeter. After the Second World War, the city employed Thomas Sharp to give the treatment in England. So where the sadly, his son was foundation for
Well, this is a lovely